Traveling sure isn't what it used to be, is it? The seats feel cramped, the rules seem to change every day, and somehow, everything on the plane comes with a price tag now, even basic comforts. But here's the good news. If you're over 60, you've got secret perks that can make flying easier, cheaper, and a whole lot more enjoyable. And guess what? Airlines aren't exactly shouting these from the rooftops. Why? Because these senior-friendly benefits save you money while eating into their profits. From undisclosed senior fare discounts to little-known boarding privileges and even ways to skip those long, tiring lines, there's a hidden world of travel hacks designed specifically for older passengers. The catch? Airlines keep these perks tucked away, hoping you won't figure them out. But today, we're uncovering them for you. Whether you're planning the big retirement getaway you've been dreaming of, heading out to visit family, or just looking to make those travel days as smooth and stress-free as possible, this video is about to change how you fly. We're breaking down 15 senior travel secrets airlines wish you wouldn't discover. From ways to protect your wallet to tricks for a comfier seat, this list is packed with inside tips that will leave you wondering, why didn't I know about these sooner? Keep your ID handy, grab your boarding pass, and stick around, because your next trip is about to get a first-class upgrade for less. 15. Lounge access tricks for seniors. Airport lounges are a hidden oasis in the chaos of terminals. With comfy chairs, free coffee, snacks, and Wi-Fi, they can turn a stressful layover into a relaxing break. But here's the best part. You don't need a first-class ticket or fancy membership to get in. If you're over 60, there are ways to enjoy the luxury without overspending. Start by checking your credit cards or banking perks. Senior Grammarly cards or credit unions offer free or discounted lounge access, even with no annual fee. It's often an overlooked benefit, so check the fine print. You might already have your ticket to comfort. Flying internationally? Ask about single-use lounge access when checking in. Many airlines offer discounted passes for seniors, but you typically need to ask. If you're traveling in Asia or Europe, keep an eye out for independent airport lounges. These often allow walk-ins with senior discounts of 30–50% during off-peak hours. No business class ticket needed. Here's another perk. Travelers needing mobility assistance, like wheelchairs or walking aids, may qualify for free lounge access. Some lounges even offer courtesy passes for convenience. The key is to ask. Next time you're stuck at the airport, don't hesitate to explore these options. Free snacks, a quiet corner, and Wi-Fi might be one question away. Why not make your next trip stress-free? 14. The best day and time for seniors to fly. When you fly can be just as important as how you fly. The right timing can mean the difference between a smooth, enjoyable trip and a crowded, stressful one. For senior travelers, picking the right day and time can make all the difference. Here's the secret. The best time for seniors to fly is midweek mornings, especially Tuesdays and Wednesdays between 6 and 9 a.m. Why? These are the least busy times to travel, making airports quieter, security lines shorter, and flights less crowded. No rushing business travelers or cranky toddlers in sight. Another big perk? Costs. Midweek morning flights are almost always cheaper than weekend or Monday flights due to lower demand. For seniors looking to save, this is the perfect time to book. Plus, with fewer passengers, it's easier to grab a window or aisle seat without extra fees. Early flights also mean fewer delays. Morning flights are the first to take off, avoiding the chain of delays that can build throughout the day. Late afternoon or evening flights don't have this advantage, so you're more likely to face interruptions. And here's the icing on the cake. Most seniors are early risers, so catching a 7 a.m. flight feels natural. Pro tip: arrive before rush hour. Traffic starts to make the whole experience even smoother. By timing your flights right, you'll save money, avoid stress, and enjoy a more pleasant travel day. Now you're in the know. 13. How seniors can travel with medications and extra bags. Here's a little-known travel tip for seniors with medications or medical equipment. Airlines have rules that let you bring essential medical supplies without counting them toward your carry-on limits. Surprised? Most people are, but once you know this perk, packing for travel becomes so much easier. If you're flying with medication, oxygen tanks, CPAP machines, insulin, needles, or medical ice packs, you can bring them in a separate bag without extra fees. These items are classified as medical necessities and legally allowed as additional baggage. No need to stuff everything into one carry-on or risk leaving something behind. Here's how to do it. Pack your medical supplies in a separate, organized bag. Label items if possible for convenience. At the TSA checkpoint or gate, tell agents the bag contains medical supplies. They're trained to allow it without issue. Larger items like CPAP machines can often be gate-checked for free. Medical supplies also get priority screening, speeding up security checks. Another tip: contact your airline ahead of time if you're bringing medical equipment. Many offer senior-friendly services like pre-boarding or secure storage options, but you have to ask. Knowing your rights means no extra fees or luggage restrictions. Whether it's life-saving medication or essential devices, you don't have to compromise when flying. Airlines might not promote this perk, but now you're in the know. 12. Free airport assistance, no medical note needed. All right, have you ever thought airport assistance was only for people with visible disabilities or a doctor's note? Guess what? That's not true at all. Anyone, including seniors who just need a bit of extra support, can request free airport assistance. No paperwork, no long explanations, nothing. It's a gem of a service, and way too many people don't even know it exists. Here's how it works. Airlines are legally obligated to provide mobility support. That means you can request things like a wheelchair, access to electric carts, or even help with your bags. Need someone to guide you straight to your gate without getting lost? You got it. And the best part? You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Just call your airline after booking your ticket and say, "I'd like to request mobility assistance for my flight." That's it. Booking this service comes with perks like priority lanes at security, early boarding, and airport staff who will escort you through the entire process stress-free. If you dread standing in long lines or navigating through crowded airport terminals, this is going to be your golden ticket. Whether big airports overwhelm you or you're just not up to walking long distances, this service changes the game. It's free, judgment-free, and hassle-free. Why deal with airport chaos when you don't have to? 11. The wheelchair hack airlines don't talk about. Speaking of getting around easily, here's a little-known hack that's 100% allowed and incredibly useful. Did you know you can request a wheelchair even if you don't have permanent mobility issues? That's right, this service isn't just for people with long-term disabilities. If long walks tire you out, you have joint pain, or even if crowded spaces make you anxious, you're eligible. And no, you don't need a physician's note or excuse to use this service. Here's how you do it. At least 48 hours before your flight, call your airline to request wheelchair assistance. Explain you'll need help, whether it's due to fatigue, mobility problems, or anxiety, and they'll take care of it. And trust me, it makes a world of difference. You'll skip long check-in lines, breeze through security with a fast-track service, and get to enjoy early boarding. Plus, having someone knowledgeable help you through a big, stressful airport? Priceless. Airlines offer this service for a reason, and they're well prepared. And no shame here, airports can be demanding. And this is all about making the experience more comfortable and manageable for you. Oh, here's another pro tip. Even if you're not sure you'll need it for every moment of your trip, it doesn't hurt to schedule it. You can always decline the service once you're at the airport, but why not keep the option open just in case? This hack isn't just helpful, it's your right as a passenger. Time to take the stress out of your travel days. 10. Say no to seat fees with this simple trick. Now, let's talk about a sneaky way to save money when picking your seat. Airlines love to make you think you have to pay for a good seat. Whether it's $25, 0 cents for a window seat, $40, 0 cents to sit near the front, or a hefty chunk extra just to sit next to your travel buddy. It feels like a cash grab. But here's the good news. You can skip those extra fees altogether with one simple trick. When booking your flight, don't fall for the pressure to pre-select your seat. Just scroll past that annoying screen and pick No Seat Assignment. Then wait until online check-in opens, which is typically 24 hours before departure. That's when airlines release all those unassigned seats they've been holding back. A lot of times you'll get an aisle, a window, or even a better-than-expected spot without having to pay a dime. Here's an even cooler bonus for solo travelers. Airlines often assign seniors more accessible seats during the check-in process. They prioritize comfort and convenience, so it's common to end up with a great spot. And if the plane isn't full, head to the gate agent and ask if they can move you to an even nicer seat. Gate agents can work wonders when there are empty spots available, and they usually won't charge for adjustments last minute. Seriously, don't be fooled by airline gimmicks urging you to fork over money for seat selection. Show a little patience, play the long game, and you'll come out ahead. You'll save money and still end up in a comfy spot. Confidence and timing are your best tools when it comes to airline seating. 9. Secret senior discounts on international flights. All right, here's one tip that the airlines really hope you'll never discover. Did you know that certain international carriers offer hidden discounts just for seniors? That's right, airlines like British Airways, Lufthansa, and even Air India have long-haul, age-based deals. But there's a catch. These discounts are not visible online. They're hidden behind a phone call or a skilled travel agent who knows to ask. Here's how it works. If you're over 60 and planning to fly overseas, grab the phone instead of booking through an online travel site. When you call the airline, mention your age and specifically ask if they have senior fares for the route and class of service you need. Depending on the airline, you could score savings anywhere from 10% to 30%. That's no chump change, especially on expensive international flights. The process is simple, and the worst thing that can happen is they say no. But if they do have a deal, you could save hundreds just by asking a single question. Be persistent, too. Some reservation agents might not mention these discounts unless you explicitly inquire. And hey, travel agents are your secret weapon here. They often have access to deals the general public doesn't, including those juicy senior discounts. Don't leave money on the table just to save time online. Make the call and claim your discount. Travel insurance perks designed just for seniors. Travel insurance might not sound exciting, but trust me, this next tip can save you a fortune and give you priceless peace of mind. Seniors get access to travel insurance plans that most people don't even know about. And no, I'm not just talking about generic travel protection. We're talking full-blown senior-specific coverage designed for people over 60. Companies like MedJet, Allianz, and AIG Travel Guard offer unique options tailored just for you. Here's the inside scoop. These plans often come with pre-existing condition waivers, which means you're covered for medical issues that existed before you booked your trip, not something younger folks typically get. They also offer higher limits for medical evacuation, so if you need emergency transport back home, you're protected. Some plans even allow cancel for any reason options, so if you decide to skip the trip altogether, you won't lose your hard-earned money. But wait, there's more! Many of these plans now bundle concierge-level services specifically to make your life easier. Things like round-the-clock doctor access, prescription delivery while abroad, and even personal assistance to help you locate nearby healthcare facilities. Have you slipped on slippery cobblestones or faced a sudden health issue while traveling? This is the kind of comprehensive coverage that can turn what could be a nightmare into a manageable situation. Yes, it costs a bit extra, but when you're taking a big international trip or even a cruise, it's money well spent. Don't forget to shop around and compare plans. Find one that gives you everything you need for a stress-free adventure. 7. Don't ever accept vouchers on a bumped flight. Now, imagine this scenario. You've checked in, made it through security, and are sitting at the gate ready to board when suddenly your name isn't called. You've been bumped from your flight, and now the airline is trying to make it right by dangling a $300 0-cents voucher under your nose. Tempting, right? Wrong! Don't take the bait. Here's the truth. U.S. Department of Transportation regulations say that if you're bumped involuntarily, you're entitled to compensation in cold, hard cash, not some flimsy restrictive travel coupon. Here's how it works. If your delay is between 1 to 2 hours, you could receive up to 200% of your one-way fare, capped at $775, 0 cents. If it's a delay of more than 2 hours, you're looking at 400% of the fare, with a max of $1,550, 0 cents. Huge difference, right? And don't forget, most vouchers come with annoying strings attached. Blackout dates, expiration windows, and non-transferable terms make them way less valuable than they appear. Plus, if you're traveling during peak holiday seasons, good luck finding a time when they're even valid. The next time you're bumped, politely but firmly decline any travel coupon. Head straight to the customer service desk and say, "I'd prefer cash compensation." They know the rules, even if they're hoping you don't. Airlines count on passengers being unaware of these rights, but you're informed now. Don't settle for peanuts when the law is on your side. 6. Snag a better seat without paying a dime. All right. Here's the truth. Nobody wants to be stuck in the dreaded middle seat, and airlines charge ridiculous fees just so you can claim a window, aisle, or even sit near your loved ones. But guess what? You don't actually need to cough up a cent to get a better seat. The trick is knowing when to act and how to ask. Step 1. When you book your ticket, skip the option to select a seat. Yes, ignoring it might feel risky, but trust me on this. Airlines hold on to some of the best spots and only release them 24 hours before your flight during online check-in. That's your first chance to scoop up an upgraded seat for free. Step 2. Work your charm at the counter or gate. A kind word goes a long way. Say something like, "If any aisle or bulkhead seats are available, I'd be so grateful for a more comfortable option." Agents often accommodate polite senior travelers, especially since they value your comfort. And finally, keep your eyes open after boarding. If the plane isn't full, ask a flight attendant if you can move to a better seat. They're usually happy to help once boarding is complete. Timing, politeness, and a little strategy are all you need to beat those seat fees. 5. Bring a doctor's note for special perks. Here's something airlines definitely don't advertise, but it's a game changer for seniors. A simple doctor's note can unlock a whole range of flying perks without extra charges or awkward conversations at the gate. No, it's not just for serious medical conditions. Even small accommodations can make your trip more comfortable. For example, with a doctor's note, you can access perks like pre-boarding, extra legroom seats, or even exemptions for carry-on medical bags. Maybe you need more time to get settled on the plane, or you benefit from a bulkhead seat with extra space. A well-worded note can make that happen. You can even request things like walking assistance without requiring a wheelchair or an ice pack for temperature-sensitive medication. Here's how to make it work. Ask your doctor for a short note detailing your needs. It doesn't have to be overly formal. Something like, "This passenger requires extra legroom and pre-boarding for health reasons," will do. Make sure it's signed and dated. Once you've got it, call the airline's special assistance desk before your trip. Many companies can even flag your reservation ahead of time, so everything is sorted before you step into the airport. Trust me, this isn't about asking for charity. It's about ensuring you have a safe, stress-free flight. Don't shy away from using it. Or skip along airport lines with ease. Picture this. You arrive at the airport only to find an endless security line snaking across the terminal. It's every traveler's nightmare, especially if standing for long periods or rushing through crowds isn't your thing. But here's the good news. If you're over 60, there's a great chance you can skip the line altogether. The key is knowing when to ask. At security, approach an agent and politely say, "Is there a line for passengers who need extra time?" Now, this isn't some celebrity-level VIP service. It's just a thoughtful accommodation for travelers like you. TSA often has designated lanes for seniors, families, and individuals with mobility challenges. While it's not guaranteed at every airport, it never hurts to ask. Here's another tip. If you're using services like wheelchair assistance or an escort to help you reach your gate, you'll automatically be directed to faster priority lanes. It's another reason why requesting support can save you tons of hassle. The key here is politeness and asking confidently. Security agents deal with stressed-out travelers all day, but a smile and a clear request can go a long way. Next time you see a line stretching a mile long, remember this tip. Step aside, use your age to your advantage, and breeze through security without the stress. 3. You can board early without paying for priority. Do you think early boarding is only for the folks who paid extra for priority or premium tickets? Think again. If you're a senior traveler, there are absolutely legitimate ways to board early without spending a cent. Most airlines have a little-known policy where they offer courtesy early boarding for passengers who might need extra time. And guess what? You don't have to be in a wheelchair to qualify for this perk. If you feel like you need a bit more time to walk down the aisle, settle in your seat, or stow away your carry-on, simply ask. A quick, polite request like, "Could I get early boarding assistance?" is often more than enough. Many airlines even pre-board senior passengers automatically if you ask ahead of time or when you check in. This simple strategy can take all the stress out of boarding. No rushing, no elbowing through the crowd, and no fighting for overhead bin space with grumpy travelers. While everyone else is in a mad dash, you'll already be on the plane, relaxing with a book or your favorite snack. Trust me, this is one of the easiest ways to make your flight experience calmer and more enjoyable. 2. Unlock the silent upgrade at check-in. Here's one of my favorite tricks of the trade. Did you know you can request a better seat at check-in without loyalty points or spending extra? It's called the silent upgrade, and it's a lifesaver for savvy senior travelers. The trick is all in the timing and how you phrase the question. When you're checking in at the counter or even at the gate, calmly ask, "Are there any complimentary seat upgrades or extra comfort seats available for seniors today?" That one simple line could make all the difference. Flight agents often have more flexibility than you think, especially when the flight isn't full. They might move you to an aisle seat, a bulkhead row with extra legroom, or even bump you up to premium economy for free. Keep in mind, this isn't guaranteed every time, but it works more than you'd expect. Airlines want to keep travelers happy, and if you're polite and travel during off-peak times, your chances of scoring a better seat are much higher. Bonus tip? This works exceptionally well with international carriers, as they often prioritize senior comfort more openly than US-based airlines. All it takes is a smile and a well-timed question. The next time you're at the check-in desk, give it a shot. Who knows, you might walk away with a seat that triples your legroom without costing you a penny. One fare's different. No fares, but not through airlines. You've probably heard that airlines offer senior fares, right? But here's the thing. While these fares do exist, they aren't as straightforward as they sound. Booking directly through an airline's website might not deliver the best deal. Why? Because airline sites are infamous for sneakily tacking on extra fees for seats, baggage, or vague travel perks like priority boarding. That's why savvy seniors know to look elsewhere for their deals. One of the best alternatives is using third-party platforms, especially ones that cater specifically to senior travelers. AARP Travel, for instance, often has exclusive access to lower rates and extra perks like waived change fees, bonus miles, or early boarding privileges. Sites like Priceline also have senior-specific filters that help you find the best value for your needs. And don't underestimate travel agents. Yes, they're still around, and they've got inside knowledge of senior discounts that don't even show up online. Always compare prices and weigh the perks before committing to a booking. Sometimes the extra effort of skipping the airline's website can lead to better rates and fewer annoying add-ons. With a little research and the right strategy, you'll be saving money and getting the most out of your travel investment. Age has perks. You just need to know where to find them.